Oh, what up, Toku fans? I am back with another video. In episode 2 of Agito, forgive me some if some of the videos take delays. Not because of laziness this time. Because my charger isn't exactly working properly. As I need to put in specific positions for it to work. Well, luckily I do have a spare. Yeah. Right down there, as you see, in the cup. I've had a cup for like a few years now and never used it to drink. Yeah, I'm kind of stupid, but it's better than actually what happens to our cups in this house. Some of them end up being smashed. So if this old charger gets too much, I'll just replace it with the Kamen one I got in there. But yeah, just warn you that this is why I just never let my phone be on all over you for some reason. Anyway, let's get into it. So the episode opens up with a slight recap of the end for the last episode. The introduction of Kamen Rider Agito. About me. With the introduction of Agito kicking those creatures' ass. As then we cut in Agito leaves, Hikawa are passing out. As we get the intro, which is a pretty good intro. Kamen intros were quite unique back in the 2000s. Heisei Base 1. Yeah, instead of just one entire era, Heisei era split up into two parts with Kamen Rider. Which, yeah, it makes sense. Heisei Base 1 ends with Kamen Rider Decade. Phase 2 begins with Kamen Rider Double. As they start incorporating form changing gimmicks. They started incorporating form changing gimmicks. That's become stable on the show ever since. You know, Reiwa is basically the same. I like how, but Reiwa's more creative era for Toei. What next? What I'm coming around myths about. We'll just wait and see. But mostly we'll get more information around July, maybe August to July to August. At least there's key visual. We'll get a trailer around late July. Late August, I mean. If it is ended in August, I'm just guessing, but in the previous years. Anyway. Actually, we cut to Ikawa. The main character. Luckily, no, he has not been injured. It was about no broken bone. Lucky he hasn't got any broken bones. Yeah. He questions is superior, but didn't she upset that GP's equipment didn't work? She is, but this is a good learning experience. It's true. They learn from your failures. That's actually a good choice. But she has a point. If it wasn't unknown, then GP's weapons would have worked on it. So unknowns. Sorry, ULs, unidentified life pod, sorry. I got that mixed up. I think this is like a reference to Carpenter for Cougar, but like I say, it's not connected to Cougar, it's its own continuity. In a way. It's not, which is a real shame. I would like to see a continuation of Cougar. See what Cougar's legacy left. But, oh well. The only time Super Sentai. What the sound just dropped? How odd. Something dropped. I know it, but controller's here. Remote's there. I don't know. Must be imaginary pins to be in here. But anyway. So after, and they pass by. They pass by Rio's room, unaware about him. The doctor's work. So the doctor says that he's is into organs are fine, no damage there. But of course, its muscles are increasing. That could be deadly. So after that, we cut to the Misugi house. Well, Mana is actually the niece to Yoshihiko Misugi. Of exposition that she doesn't exactly have a good thoughts about her father. She best says not to bring up bad memories. With Shoichi apologising. After that, he covered reports to the higher ups. But what's good? For some reason, the camera, even though you can see over GP's camera, it did not properly pick up the creature, the unidentified life forms. So it's weird. And when I went and for Agito, you're not sure to consider him friend or foe. But that might be made clear at the end of the episode. Again, I'll get into that later. So after that, he can't. So, they decided to give these creatures new names since they can't be unidentified life forms, otherwise weapons will have worked. So now they give the name Unknowns. Not the Pokemon. That is predating the Unknowns, I think. Yeah, what year did the first movie come out? So, you can't rise up into another club. I think it might be the same as the last episode, but I'm not sure. The guy's a total dick. Basically calling Hikawa a liar. That unidentified life forms don't exist. The guy's an ass. But Hikawa must have put Mashian back by saying, what did he must have nothing better to do if he came here just to ridicule him. Damn, he doesn't take anyone's shit. Yeah, imagine if Zest does a collaboration episode. Or the next season does, depends on when those movies come out. I know one's coming out this year. But I think maybe beginning of the next season, so most likely a crossover special. Maybe a good way to title the movie. Because of tie-ins, sometimes Super Sentai does have a episode to tie into the movies. I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything right now. I think I'm gonna give us the Go On episode of Bunja, which doesn't qualify what I mean. I just can't stop thinking about that one because I missed potential. As a kid, when New Corporation introduced much later in the season, I never used again. Just like that. Yeah. I may come on again when I eventually review Bunja's entire season. And that means I'll be watching the crossover movies once I'm done and with the season. Reviewing the entire season there. It's not episode by episode like I'm doing these days. Anyway, so after that, introduced to Interesting. After that, we cut back to the Mitsugi household with Professor Yoshihiko Mitsugi. That's his name. He's a professor. Doing some more research with his colleagues. Okada claims he has psychic power, he has superpowers. You know? I like how Professor Yoshihiko does not dismiss it right away. Does not dismiss it right away. He's keeping an open mind against that. And it's really just how psychic powers aren't considered unnatural in this world. These kinds of scientists. So an experiment. In order to come across gets well. Way both Riichi and Mana answered those. Mana was, they didn't even know Mana was there watching the whole conversation. It's just they might have some connection. When a murder happens, one was a young girl, a 17-year-old girl was murdered. And that that dickhead from earlier, thinks this is proof that Hikawa was lying. Because the one was killed in the last episode, was killed last time, then there wouldn't be any more murders, but not knowing that actually more than one. I was kind of wrong about them being the same design, just different colour, mostly. One, there actually are different types of big cats. One's a cheetah, the other's a leopard. I think. I don't know. I mean, the first one there's not. You know what I mean? But the former, not the latter. But anyway, after that, we cut to. We learn the fact that the murder victim had a twin sister and a mother farther out of the picture. So they decided to follow the sister around. Because she's most likely be the next target. But why are these people being targeted for? Actually, we discovered some clues. I discovered a photo taken off the young boy, Psyche, son, taken on January of that year, January 2001. Right before I was born. Oh god, I was older than the show. Fuck. Well, this season and I were the same age. 25 years. I was born a month later after it began. It began in January of 2001. I was born on February 15th, 2001. That's so funny. That's incredibly funny. Oh god. This is my season then. I got sometimes. It's not even the crappy jokes, but I go have them. Now, up until 2009, Kamen aired on the same day. The first episode of Kamen always aired the same day as the first episode of Super Sentai. Most of the time, anyway. This began in January. I should check when Garanger first aired. Because Garanger was the season area at the time. Yakaju Sentai! Garanger! Now, let me know in the comments down below what season of Super Sentai is your favourite. Sorry, Kamen Rider. I'm sorry, I got it myself. Let me say that again. Let me know in the comments which season of Kamen Rider do you like, and what your thoughts on Zets. Without any spoilers, of course. I don't want you to spoil anything that happens in the recent episodes. I want to find out for myself. So, be mindful of that, please. Anyway. It's weird. It's also another weird detail. There's a hand on the boy's shoulder. Weird. So let's take a look into look into it. I should go that actually was the boy in No Big Hero, I think his name was, in the picture. But the backdrop, it's supposed to be a Psyche part. Possibly a Location can be seen from Tokyo, but that's unclear. And he cannot phone signal is acting up. So he asked the old man nearby shop for a bonfire. So he knows there's a picture. That location looks exactly like the one that boy was at. But there's a problem. 10 years ago, it was filled in. So it would be impossible for the boy to take a picture there. He would be in a toddler at the time too. Well, and the picture says January 2001. So that's impossible. Interesting mystery. Yeah, that detective and his partner are following that girl around. And you see the girl's pretty emotional about losing her sister. Seeing they were close. But as one of those monsters, those unknown attack her. All those cops trying to defend her, but not doing good. So Hikawa gets the call, quickly heads off there. While she both off of Yo as his stomach starts glowing. You're in pain. And then we cut to Shoichi, also being in pain, and also his stomach glowing. That was interesting. Mama sees this and ends up following him, but he goes too far behind to get out the shop. Anyway, Hikawa suits up as G3. As his best defense against it, but he's had against 2 this time. It's tough. Shoichi shows up though, because they don't know whether his stomach's still glowing. That really it actually becomes a belt. A belt appears. Yeah, starting in 5s, I think, the belts don't become attachable. Since in past Kamen Riders, the belts were permanently attached to the body. They just go, hing, shin. Just like that. But that changed around Kamen Rider 5s, I think. Well, sure, belts are... Unlike the original series, since the belts don't appear when they say it. Yeah. So I guess Big Five was the first one to actually have an attachable belt. That became that got simplified over the next season. We just place the buckle around it and the strap appears, which is a more convenient way of carrying it around and just having it around you all the time. Of course, this is the first henshin in the series. He doesn't even say the word henshin. You know what? If you're not new to the channel, be new to Tokusatsu, henshin means transform in Japanese. And it's why it's like in Persona 5, when Mother goes, transform! That's actually, if you watch the Japanese version, you say henshin, which is Japanese for transform. That's what I mean. Henshin became so known as a Kamen Rider. Let me think about it. Why didn't Dragon Knight ever just translate the word, just say henshin? Doesn't he retranslate it instead of saying Kamen Rider? He called it Kamen Rider as his Mass Rider. Oh crap happened. I'm trying to say it should have just, because something's a lot about just say henshin. Easier. And big question kids would just make it cool not knowing it's just a simple word. It makes more sense. But that's just my nitpick. Well, this is about an ecto phase activate. So anyway. After that, Shoichi becomes Agito. and kicks those creatures' asses, destroying them both. But the episode ends on a cliffhanger with Agito attacking Hikawa. Why though? This is Shuichi's even aware of Agito's powers. Mostly it happens when an unknown appears. They can activate that out somehow. Obvious, he just had his mind gets to begin henshin's. But why did he attack Hikawa, who's also fighting for a good side? Did he mistake it for an enemy? We won't know until the next episode. And that, of course, is another big Agito's the enemy. A tragedy. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. You know, should be able to update all these because we try to see this in episodes 4, 3 to 7. But we won't be able to do Kamen today because, you know, see you guys. Sayonara.